You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now, 7 o'clock on a Friday night. Time for another hour of blues here on the Friday Night Blues Show. And on the show tonight, we're probably going to have a bit of a mixture between old and new. And I think we'll start off with the new. And this is a track from the album that was put out last year by Shamikia Copeland, and the album is called Done Come Too Far, and here's the title track.
A small thing like a seat on the bus changed life for the rest of us. A tiny woman that you never met put us on the road, but we ain't there yet. Her brave soul is long gone, but her spirit's marching on. We done come too far to be gone, come too far to be gone. If you think we're stopping, you got it wrong. We come too far to be gone. Hand in hand, yours and mine. It's God's love on the line. Now we're maelstrom, our first steps, about as tired as you can get. But as sure as day turns night, we'll keep moving till we make it right. We done come too far to be gone, come too far to be gone. If you think we're stopping, you got it wrong. We come too far to be gone. Saw you in Selma and Birmingham, marching together to the glory land, standing proud, never stumble, all through the daily struggle, making good trouble, just to keep moving on. Silence at the Lorraine, but that voice didn't die in vain. Its echo rings like no other for every sister and every brother. Though many are gone, their spirit still screams. You can kill a man, but not a dream. We done come too far to be gone, come too far to be gone. If you think we're stopping, you got it wrong. We come too far to be gone. Done come too far to be gone. We come too far to be gone. If you think we're stopping, you got it wrong. We come too far, way too far to be gone.
A track from a great album put out last year by Shamikia Copeland, an album that covers a number of social issues that were going on at the time and are still continuing. And one of them is the racial issue in the States, and that song was all about that. But she also does a great track about the preponderance of school shootings in the States. Great album by Shemekia Copeland, who has now been around for quite some time and is the daughter of the late guitar legend Johnny Copeland. So that came out last year, and next up we've got a track that came out in 1941, a track written and performed by the piano player Jay McShane, and this is a song, Confessin' the Blues, that has been covered by many artists, including the early version of the Rolling Stones.
Baby, here I stand before you with my heart in my hand. I want you to read it, mama, hoping that you'll understand. Well, baby, mama, please don't dog me round. I'd rather love you, baby, than anyone else I know in town. Because you're so nice and loving, and you have such pleasing ways. If you take me to your home, be that the rest of my days. That's the truth, mama. Well, you know I wouldn't lie if I don't love you, baby. Well, I swear I hope to die. Well, baby, don't you want a man like me? Well, baby, don't you want a man like me? You think only about future, forget about your used to be. When my days are long and dreary and the sun refuses to shine, I would never be blue and lonely if I knew that you were mine. Well, baby, will you make everything alright? Can I have you today, babe, or will it be tomorrow night? This is my confession, mama, and I'm thrilled by all your charm. Well, it seems that I'm in heaven when you hold me in your arms. Well, baby, you can't have me for yourself. You are meant for me, mama. I don't want nobody else.
Back in the late 1970s, Alligator Records in Chicago put out a series of LPs, I think in total either 5 or 6, and these LPs were part of a series called Living Chicago Blues, where the label recorded those artists on the Chicago scene that at that stage didn't have a record contract. And I thought we'd play a track from Volume 2, and it features Carrie Bell's Blues Harp Band and a song called Laundromat Blues.
You better meet your man down at the local laundromat. You better meet your man down at the local laundromat. I done got wild and I don't go for that. Early in the morning, you get your old blouse or two. Early in the morning, you get your old blouse or two. You go down to the laundromat while your man is waiting on you. You better hear my warning. You better believe what I say. You better hear my warning. You better believe what I say. I don't want you to get so clean, 'cause you may wash your life away. I know you don't know it, but dang, look bad for you. I know you don't know it, but dang, look bad for you. One more rinsing, one more wash will do.
Carrie Bell there and Laundromat Blues, and that was me last Saturday afternoon. My washing machines decided to have a rest for some reason, and I had to take my washing down to the laundromat, and that would have been the first time in I don't know how many years. I think the last time may have been sometime when I was on holiday in Melbourne, and things have certainly changed. You got to get a card now to pay for it, whereas in the good old days when I last used a laundromat, you just piled in a whole lot of keys. So hopefully we get over that problem shortly, but I must admit getting someone to have a look and service a washing machine at the moment is a bit of a mission. And those of you watching on Wairarapa TV will see it's pretty dark out there at the moment. A few dark clouds around, and I think there's going to be some more rain between now and tomorrow afternoon. So hopefully that clears away. But we're going to be finding very shortly that it's going to be dark at this time because daylight saving, I think, finishes at the end of April. Right, next up we've got a track from an album that came out in 2021 by the blues rocker Tommy Castro, and the album's called A Blues Man Came to Town. It's a bit of a concept story of a guy who was brought up in a small American town, got infatuated with the blues when a blues man came to town, and it tells the story of a rise to fame and then becoming disillusioned and going back home. And I thought we'd start off with the track A Blues Man Came to Town, just to set the scene.
Was a hard life on the farm, plowing in the fields, chopping wood behind the barn. Must be a better way to use these hands and arms. Heard about a roadhouse a mile outside of town, quitting time on Friday, laid that pitchfork down. Once he heard that guitar, man, it shook him to the ground. The blues man came to town, he felt the tug. Blues man came to town, he caught the bug. The boy breathed in that sound when a blues man came to town. Johnson, picking on his porch all day, had an old pawn shop guitar, and he taught that boy to play. The music filled his soul ever since that day. Blues man came to town, he felt the tug. The blues man came to town, he caught the bug. The boy breathed in that sound when a blues man came to town. Johnson told him, if you want my advice, get the hell out of this town. Go, don't think about it twice. The young boy knew that old man was right. The blues man came to town, he felt the tug. The blues man came to town, he caught the bug. The boy breathed in that sound when a blues man came to town.
Time is 20 minutes after 7 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show. And next up, we'll have a classic track from Albert King.
Born on the bad side, been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, you know I wouldn't have no luck at all. Hard luck and trouble been my only friend. I've been on my own ever since I was 10, born on the bad side. Been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, you know I wouldn't have no luck at all. I can't read, I didn't learn how to write. My whole life has been one big fight. Born on the bad side. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I said I wouldn't have no luck at all. That ain't no lie. You know, if it wasn't for bad love, I wouldn't have no kind of love. If it wasn't for real bad love, I wouldn't have no luck at all. You know, wine and women is all I crave. A big leg woman gonna carry me to my grave. Born on the bad side. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I tell you I wouldn't have no luck at all. Yeah, I'm a bad luck boy. Been having bad luck all of my days, yeah.
Now when I was a little boy, at the age of 5, I had something in my pocket, keep a lot of folks alive. Now I'm a man, made 21. You know, baby, we can have a lot of fun. I'm a man, I spell M-A-N, man. All you pretty women stand in line. I can make love to you, baby, in an hour's time. I'm a man, spell M-A-N, man. Going back down the Kansas too. Bring back the second cousin, Little John the Conqueror. My man, spell him A-N, the way I make love to them, they can't resist. My man, I spell him A-N.
Bo Diddley there, and I'm a Man song he wrote and recorded way back in 1957. Back in the 1960s, before they put out the debut album, the Paul Butterfield Blues Band recorded a number of sessions on the Elektra label that were never released at the time, and I managed a few years ago to spot an album called the original Lost Elektra Sessions, and I thought we'd play a track from that. It's their version of an Elmore James song, It Hurts Me Too.
You say you've been hurting, almost lost your mind. Yes, the man you've been loving, he hurts you all the time. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. You love him more, you should love him less, but you stand behind him and you take his mess. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. He loves another woman, and I love you, but you love him and stick to him like glue. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. Or is he gonna put you down? You know I just can't stand seeing you pushed around. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. You say you've been hurting, almost lost your mind. Well, the man you've been loving, he hurts you all the time. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too.
The Paul Butterfield Blues Band there. Paul Butterfield, a great a blues singer and a great harmonica player who unfortunately met a very tragic and early demise as a result, basically, of years of alcohol and substance abuse. But while he was around, he certainly recorded a great legacy. That song, It Hurts Me Too, written by Elmore James. And next up, we've actually got a song from Elmore James' cousin, the guy who went by the moniker of Homesick James. And here's Homesick James with another Elmore James song.
I got pneumonia here no more. I got to move. I can't stay here no more. The woman I love, she don't want me no more. She won't cook, she won't work, she won't iron, she won't sew. Oh, yeah. She just don't treat me right. Spend all of my money walking street both day and night. The women don't want me, the men don't need me yet.
Homesick James there, and a song by his cousin. And like Elmore James, he was a renowned slide guitarist. Next up, we've got a renowned piano player, Marcia Ball, and this is the title track to an album she put out a few years ago, the album called Roadside Attractions.
Concrete dinosaurs, Jesus in a screen door, they don't hold a candle to you. I get no satisfaction from roadside attractions, and honey, I have seen me a few. They got the blue ox, chimney rocks, two-headed livestock, alligator jumperoo. I can turn my back on all manners of distraction, 'cause I'm just passing through. I'm coming home just as fast as I can. This life of roaming round, it wears a little thin. I've seen the 7 greatest wonders of the world, and I'm still your girl. I'm still your girl. I've seen the Corn Palace, the fair in Dallas, drive through redwood trees, a giant strawberry, that towering Perry, and a 2-ton ball of string. They got the Badlands, Snake Farms, Alamo Longhorns, Rockstar Millionaire. Now don't you think it's funny how all that money, it doesn't get them anywhere? I'm coming home
Marcia Ball there with a song called Roadside Attractions, and she's another that's been around for quite a while, since probably the, probably the 80s or maybe even the late 70s. She was part of that blues scene in Austin in Texas that seemed to be based around Antone's nightclub in Austin in Texas, and they had some great acts at that stage with the fabulous Thunderbirds featuring Jimmy Vaughan and Kim Wilson, plus also a very young Stevie Ray Vaughan. That brought the time to, 23 and a half minutes to 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show. Next up, we've got a track from a guy who has been around for a long, long time, been around since the early to mid 1960s, the great harmonica player Charlie Musselwhite, and last year he produced and put out an album called Mississippi Sun, and I've picked the first track, the song called Blues Up the River.
The river, blues up the river, rolling down to the Gulf. Blues up the river, rolling down to the Gulf. I'm gonna drink muddy water till I've had enough. She's gone to Greenville, maybe Natchez, Vicksburg, I don't know. She's gone to Greenville, Natchez, I don't know. I'm gonna set you at Memphis, watch this river flow. Of mine, saw your baby, made me think of mine. I had to keep talking, keep myself from crying. Blues up the river, blues up the river, rolling down to the Gulf. Blues up the river, rolling down to the Gulf. I'm gonna drink muddy water till I've had enough.
Back in 1960, Muddy Waters put out two really great albums, and one of them was Muddy Waters Live at the Newport Folk Festival in 1960, where for a lot of the audience they were introduced to the blues rather than folk music, and they were introduced in a lot of ways to those blues songs, and seeing someone who was an Afro-American, an African-American rather, someone of that race actually performing music, because at that stage everything was quite segregated. So Muddy Waters at the Newport Folk Festival has become a classic album, and the other album that he put out that year is Muddy Waters Sings Big Bill, and he sings songs put out and performed by Big Bill Brunsey, and here's the track called Hey Hey.
But I ain't gonna be your dog. Hey, baby, hey. Hey, baby, hey, baby, hey. Put your arm around me, all I can say is hey. Hey, baby. Lost your good thing now. Hey baby, lost your good thing now. Thought you had me fooled, but I found it out somehow. Larry Uppercut. Hey baby, hey. Hello baby. Hey baby, hey baby, hey. How you do, girl? Hey baby, hey baby, hey.
Alligator Records is a great blues label based in Chicago, established I think in 1971 by a guy called Bruce Iglauer, and he actually started up the record label so he could record a record by Hound Dog Taylor, and things after a bit of a struggle have led to that album, or that label rather, being one of the leading blues labels not only in the States but around the world. And I think it's each 10 years they put out a anniversary box set, and I'm going to play a couple of songs from the one that came out, the 40th anniversary collection, which came out in 2011. So I'm going to play one song from disc 1 and one from disc 2, and we'll start off with Coco Taylor. We'll press through right thing, and we'll get Coco Taylor. I thought that tune sounded a bit familiar, but here's Coco Taylor and I Am a Woman. It's coming up very shortly. Like about now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything, everything, everything gonna be alright. Oh, yeah. When I was a little girl, only 12 years old, I couldn't do nothing to save my doggone soul. My mama told me the day I was grown, she said, sing the blues, child, sing it from now on. I'm a woman, oh yeah, I'm a woman, I'm a ball of fire, I'm a woman, I can make love to a crocodile, I'm a woman, I can sing the blues, I'm a woman, can change old and new, spell W-O-M-A-N. Oh yeah, that means I'm grown. I'm a woman, I'm a Russian wind. I'm a woman, I can cut stone with a pen. I'm a woman, I'm a love maker. I'm a woman, you know I'm a earth shaker. I'm a Russian wind. I'm a woman, I can cut stone with a pen. I'm a woman, I know my stuff. I'm a woman, I ain't never had enough. I'm going down yonder, behind the sun, gonna do something for ya, ain't never been done. I'ma hold back the lightning with the palm of my hand, shake hand with the devil, make him crawl in the sand. I'm a woman, oh yeah, I'm a woman, I'm a ball of fire. I'm a woman, make love to a crocodile. I'm a woman, I'm a love maker. I'm a woman, you know I'm a earth shaker. I'm a woman,
Well, we finally got to Coco Taylor, a song called I'm a Woman, and she was one of the earlier signings to Alligator Records, and she was at a very low period in her life. At that stage, she had lost her a record contract with Chess Records with the basic demise of Chess Records, and was, as I said, at a pretty low point until Bruce Iglauer signed her to the Alligator label. Right, 9 minutes to 8 o'clock, and we'll have another track from this two-disc set, and the one I've picked, I think, is probably the biggest seller for Alligator Records, or it was at the time of this collection. It's a album that was put out by Albert Collins, Robert Cray, and Johnny Copeland, called A Showdown, and started a bit of a trend in terms of people getting together to record. But basically, this album was recorded quite quickly, and basically with no rehearsals, and it went ahead and won itself a Grammy. So the track I've picked is a T-Bone Shuffle.
Your ball. Let your hair down, baby. Let's have a night to ball. If you don't let your hair down, woman, we can't have no fun at all. That's one thing for sure. Oh, you can't take it with you. That's one thing for sure. There ain't nothing in the world that a T-bone shuffle won't cure.
T-Bone Shuffle by Albert Collins, Robert Cray and Johnny Copeland, bringing to a close another edition of the Friday Night Blues Show, which was first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7. Hang around, you'll hear some Kiwi music to take us up to 8 o'clock, and then I'll be back with the 60s and Nostalgia Show.